You can't have contradicting thoughts happening in your dome, going back and forth saying, I really want the cookie, but I shouldn't eat the cookie. Yeah, but look how good that sugar looks on it. Yeah, but you know what sugar does to you? Like, you can't. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Upgrade My Rituals podcast. My name is Kevin McKellar, your host, and this is the show for solopreneurs and business owners to try to find a little bit more productivity, some more efficiency, and just to have some more kind of routines set in their life so they can really create the ideal day and execute the ideal day. And today's quick tip, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what's coming. What's coming is the holidays, right? This is December 8th, and we're going to have Hanukkah, we're going to have Christmas, and we're going to have New Year's. We're going to have all good stuff. And what does that all have in common? It all means that we're going to be having some delicious treats, some wonderful, wonderful goodies. And for some of us, we may not want that. For some of us, we may want that. And that's a different conversation, which we will have. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a couple of steps today to figure out how to either avoid or do the opposite when it comes to the sweet tooth around the holidays. So what happens is a lot of people, when it comes to eating healthy or trying not to indulge too much if they don't want to in the holiday season, what they're trying to do is they're trying to take all this willpower and just jam it down their throat. Like, they're just trying so desperately hard not to eat the cookie and to, not have a full bag of M&Ms, like not do all these things and pie and all this stuff. Pie is good. But we need a better system. And obviously where you can probably know where this is going is, I am not so sold on trying to create all these habits around your diet, especially around this month. And I'll tell you why. If we're trying to instill certain type of habits around a certain type of time, which is unconventional, right? This time only happens once, a year, and it's, usually 12 months apart, 11 months apart, right? So what happens is that there's all these extra things besides regular willpower. There's all these other things. They're like, well, it's a holiday thing, and it's just this one thing, and I'm just going over my in-laws, right? So now we've got all these excuses that are not there that kind of come into play. So here's what I like to do is, instead of trying to use brute force willpower, instead of trying to instill 17 new, habits, what I like to do is go right back to what works, creating routines regarding your food. So what that means is we have to look at a couple of things. One, we have to look at the keystone routine. If you're going to do anything when it comes to your diet, especially around this month, the keystone routine is probably the most important, because what I like to do in that keystone, which is going to be only once a week, right? You choose Sunday afternoon, Friday night, Sunday night, whatever it is. It's the time of reflection of the week prior and preparation for the week ahead. And what that usually means when it comes to food, a lot of people like to squeeze their food shopping into the keystone ritual. I'm completely sold on that, right? Sunday, it doesn't happen every time. I'm not perfect, but Sunday is definitely the time I like to hit the supermarket and get everything I need for the week. So with that being said, when you have the intention set when you're going into the supermarket, you know that, okay, my routine every weeknight, right, is to give into my sweet tooth a little bit. That's just my routine. Wasn't what I planned, but it is what I'm doing, right? And instead of trying to fight that, prepare for it. Okay, so what happens? Right after dinner, 8:30, 9 o'clock at night, I got a little sweet tooth. So we have a choice. Either I can find whatever's in the house, which is usually like the old Hershey bars from that summer's s'mores, right? Or I can go and buy an 85% cacao organic dark chocolate bar. And maybe even buy 2 bars, because now I can have 2 or 3 squares every single night. I can give in to my sweet tooth. And guess what? It's healthy. Dark chocolate is healthy for you. At least that's what I'm told. We'll find out. But that's what I'm trying to say, is that we don't have to avoid everything. We have to prepare for everything. So that's just one example, using the Keystone routine and then implementing the Keystone routine, say every, I'm going to say PM routine, right? What is it you do? For me, I'll kind of get the clothes ready for the next day. I'll take a shower or shave, whatever. We'll do all that stuff. Possibly do a little night meditation, and then I'll sit down with my wife and have a little snack or whatever, right? So that's a really easy go. Now, that's one side of this coin. I'm going to give you the other side of this coin. It doesn't matter. It's okay. If for the month of December, your diet is not 100% on par, it's okay. But you have to be okay with that. You can't have contradicting thoughts happening in your dome, going back and forth saying, I really want the cookie, but I shouldn't eat the cookie. Yeah, but look how good that sugar looks on it. Yeah, but you know what sugar does to you? Like, you can't do that, because that is what sets you up for just long-term failure. For me right now, I'm going pretty easy on myself. Today I had a good old peppermint mocha from Starbucks. Oh yeah, it was good stuff. And it was a grande too. I didn't even go with tall. I want a grande. I'm really okay with that, right? Because I know that 11 months out of the year, I'm pretty strict with my diet. I'm pretty strict, right? And I'm also okay with not being 100% on everything I do. I don't have to be 100% on anything I do, right? And that's actually leading to something that we're going to talk about probably in the next episode with what's happening with intention. But besides that, you can choose. Either you can implement what's going to happen this month throughout your routines and do the best you can. Or you could say, you know what? If I haven't been really working on my diet, I'm not going to start December 1st. But please don't start January 1st. Choose a day. It's not January 1st. That is an arbitrary number, and we don't do that. But you can set intentions for January 1st. You can kind of plan for the next year, but don't make January 1st your savior, because it's not. It's just another day on the calendar. But what I'm saying to you is this: with everything going on this year, with the holidays and everything, I wouldn't worry too much about. That's just me. If you do, I got you. That's what I'm here for. Implement your Keystone routine. Make sure you're going food shopping in your Keystone once a week. Get everything you need. Get everything you might need, right? Make healthy choices while you do it, and then you're set. And you still might have that donut, when you go and see your friend or whatever it is. But like I said, that's your decision to make. And I hope that this short little kind of ramble, Quick Tip Tuesday helped. If you did think it helped, please let me know. Leave a comment, subscribe, and leave a review on iTunes would be really helpful, because it'll help more people find the show, and it'll help me become a better, host. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next week on the Upgrade My Rituals podcast.